So there's this Seinfeld episode where George hates his life. You don't need to know who George is to get this example, but there's this guy named George, and he hates his life. He thinks he has accomplished nothing in his entire life. He feels like everything he has done has been just pointless, basically. And so what does he do? He does the opposite. This is a classic episode of Seinfeld. George decides to do the opposite of everything he thinks he should do. So he may think he should order the chicken dish at a restaurant, but instead he decides to order the fish dish. And it gets much more complicated than that. His natural instinct may be to avoid other people and not to talk to them, but the opposite of that would be to talk to everybody, to meet new people, to do new things. Everything he's in the habit of doing, he does the opposite. And in a very comedic way, he gets everything he could possibly want. He becomes ultra successful, or at least pretty successful. He gets a job working at the New York Yankees, which he's always wanted. He gets a girlfriend. He gets success and respect from all his friends. So yeah, his life looks pretty good after that. This is a drastic step to take, but I think if you're struggling in your life, if you truly are struggling, if you feel like nothing is going for you, and you just want some way to improve it, I feel like you should follow the same steps that George took and just do the opposite of everything you should do. If you think you should act a certain way, do the opposite of that. If you think you should say a certain thing, if you think you should do a certain thing, do the opposite and see how that turns out. Because you're going to be so far outside your comfort zone that you're almost definitely going to remedy whatever it was that was giving you trouble before. If your natural instinct is to procrastinate on doing your homework or accomplishing your goals or starting a business or reading a book or exercising, do the opposite and just go ahead and do it immediately. You'll be amazed with how much success you have just by that alone. If you are worried about talking to a new person, just go up and do it. I've done it many times, and it's amazing how easy conversations go when you just have the courage to walk up to someone and do it. Though keep in mind, this is for people who are truly struggling in every area of their life. If your life is going well, if you've been on self-improvement for a while and your habits are changing, then maybe not. Maybe you don't need this as much as some people do. Either way though, I hope you gained something from this video. Be like George and choose the opposite, possibly. Anyways, this has been Jimmy, signing off.